Hello everyone, Jay here with my Web 2.0 tool, which is Second Life. If you go to secondlife.com, you can download this. It is rather intensive in its requirements in regard to your graphics card and your memory, RAM, things like that. So if you have an older computer, it may not work at optimal resolution and speed. So just keep that in mind if you're using it with your students, that if your school has older laptops or desktops and they're not up to handling this, you might want to choose something else. But Second Life is a virtual world that is basically lived online. Anyone who's taken Dr. Schumach's FNDS 6223 class will recognize this, should be pretty familiar with it, and that class is what introduced me to it. So I'm going to jump right into it. Go to secondlife.com, click join now. You'll choose an avatar, username, and basically you'll download the software, which is called Second Life Viewer. And like I said, check out your graphics, check out your hardware, check out everything before you install it. If you have older machine and it's not up for it, then your graphics is going to be very choppy. Might be a lot of glitches, things like that. Keep that in mind. So you'll download the software. It'll look like this. Second Life Viewer basically looks like a hand with an eyeball as a palm maybe. So I'm going to get out of this. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-warn you, this blinking square is something new that I've never experienced in Second Life. I just did an update on the software, and since then there's been this blinking square, which may be a glitch of some sort. So just keep in mind that Second Life is constantly evolving. Users are constantly adding customized worlds and universes and material to it to create a richer, more diverse experience. In regard to the educational applications of this tool, I think they're probably infinite. As I said, this is a virtual world that is online. Users create it, users maintain it, and anything that your students can imagine they can create, well, to some extent. And let's say that I'm teaching my English language arts class and I'm teaching Shakespeare. And I want to talk a little bit about Elizabethan England. Now, we have our textbooks, we have things like that to teach out of, but wait a minute. Kids love video games. They love to be in an interactive environment. They love to be engaged with customized surroundings, and we know that. So why not go to this virtual world, this Second Life, and go to an Elizabethan England universe that's already been created? Let them really experience it. So that's where I am right now. And as you can see, they try to make it as historically accurate as possible. You know, everything doesn't look perfect. You're gonna have your glitches. You're gonna have your slow frame rates, things like that. But it is very interesting. There's Renaissance attire. You know, maybe you're talking about the clothing of that time period. You could use this in a history class as well. Maybe even a theater class. Before I go too deep into it, I want to show you the left-hand side of the screen. Now, this is a sidebar that allows you to customize your avatar. Say, you know, I've got this Edward-looking vampire, which I don't know why. I was just going through and choosing random avatars earlier. You can do humans, you can choose animals, robots, even vehicles, just about anything you can imagine. And whenever you want to change one, just figure out which one you want to be. Say, I want to change to this one. Just click it, give it a second. The rendering of the avatar takes a little bit. And what an avatar is a virtual representation of yourself. It doesn't have to be accurate. It can be imaginative. It can be whatever you want it to be. Alright, so if I want to change my avatar, I can do that. If I want to change my outfit or save my outfits, I can do that with the shirt icon here. That really allows you to customize your character. So say you are in a theater class and your teacher wants you to build a character that one might see in this Renaissance England type environment, then you have the option of adding clothing to this character, making them an authentic sort of timepiece of that period. So if you go to the briefcase, that's where you can save anything from calling cards, clothing, current outfit, gestures, landmarks, just about anything that exists in the world you can save. Your most used function, however, will probably be the search function. If you look to the left-hand side, you see the magnifying glass. This allows you to search for any event, any location in Second Life, which is very handy when you have to actually teleport to a new location. And as you can see, I teleported to Elizabethan England. But say you're maybe in history studying ancient Rome, and you want to look a little bit at the architecture of actual ancient Rome. Well, let's look up ancient Roman civilization. I spelled that wrong. I spelled civilization, but it figured out what I was trying to say anyways. I'm going to go to this Roma place, original ancient Roman themed estate, since 2006. Can't imagine what the graphics looked like in 2006. It was only 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Alright, so I'm going to ancient Rome, and I'm checking out their architecture, their environment. There's a fish jumping in the water, so you can customize even minute things like a fish jumping in and out of the water. The controls are fairly simple, forward, side, things like that. I'll get into the controls a little bit more in a second. Your globe is any of your landmarks that you saved. Maybe you've went to a lot of clubs. This Second Life even has clubs, 80s themed clubs. It can be a country club. It can be anything that people have imagined. So if you want to save a certain location, do it there. These headphones allow you to voice chat with people nearby, which can be handy. So you have a classroom set up, and you want to talk to your students or maybe your colleagues, and you don't want to sit there and type. Well, you can voice chat using your standard input, headphones and microphone, things like that. This signal looking thing is basically your map. You'll see a map appears at the top left of the screen. And the camera allows you to take screenshots of your screen, which I feel can be handy if you are requiring digital artifacts as a form of assessment. So say you click that and you want to save whatever your screen looks like. Say you're a math teacher and you want your students to recreate a certain figure from geometry. I don't know, a rectangle, octagon, whatever. Well, they can create that and make sure they understand what that is, and they do it correctly, take a picture of it, and send it to you as a digital artifact. So that's very handy. And I'm not going to do that. Now you see that glitch with the blinking, scracking sandlight. But anyways, chat. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a little chat bubble pop up. If you click chat, it will allow you to chat with people nearby. Click off that. Destinations. Any destinations that are popular. You've got what's hot now, editors picks, international, newcomer. There are really hundreds, if not thousands, of places you can go. Look, there's even 99 destinations devoted to art. Maybe you're an art teacher and you want to teach about the different genres or types of art. Anything from Impressionism or anything you can think of, you can go there and you can explore, pretty authentic pieces of artwork. Alright, so done with destinations. If you have anybody saved as a friend or you want to find any person, go to people. Profiles, basically, information about you, your name, anything you want to tell people about you. Another function they're going to use a lot is the walk, run, fly. As you can see, the person walking, they have all your different directions. If you want to run, you have a run option. Certain worlds don't allow you to fly. The world I'm currently in will not allow you to fly, apparently. That's probably to add to the authenticity of the time period, because I can guarantee you in ancient Rome people probably couldn't fly. And the camera controls, if you don't like the sort of over the back view, you can change it to a side view. You can change it to a front view if you don't want that rear view. Or say you want to control the camera, change where the camera's looking, you can do that here. You can pan the screen, rotate the screen. Or say you want to look at what the mouse sees, sort of like a first-person view. Wherever your mouse arrow goes is what you see. If you're familiar with first-person shooters, that's what you're used to, and you might like that a little bit better. I sort of like it better because I play first-person shooters. So, you can interact with people, you can interact with games, posters, exhibits, as you can see here. To learn more about Roma or Rome, if you want to learn more about this area or more about Rome in general. And you go up here and there's this entire sort of ancient Roman marketplace set up for you. Let's see, what's this? Something about rentals. Some of it you can't really tell. You've got some pretty authentic looking I'm running into a pillar. Okay, I'm good. Alright, so you've got, all this architecture and art that seems to be pretty accurate of the time period. I don't know a whole lot about ancient Rome, but it looks legit. There's a line. Okay. and apparently I cannot navigate too well. I keep running into things. And as you can see, certain things make it obvious that you can interact with them. Maybe they'll sparkle, maybe they'll shine, maybe they'll jump up and down, but that lets you know that you can interact with that object. People can actually import PowerPoints or presentations into the virtual world, and I can sit down and watch at my own pace a PowerPoint or a video or audio. Apparently there's a stable over here. There's a lot you can really do with these worlds. It's really amazing. And everything you see, you can create. Now, if you want to get into how much money you can pour into this game, probably hundreds, if not thousands, because I do think that certain things that you build probably require some type of currency, some type of digital currency that you probably have to pay for. I'm going to get out of this real quick. Just click Escape. That'll take you back to your original view. And if you're still confused after all this, click How To at the bottom of the screen, and it will give you a basic tutorial on what to do, anywhere from walking to flying, changing your view, things like that. Now, just to go into a little bit more of what you can do with this world, you can set up virtual classrooms. You can set up maybe an amphitheater type classroom where you're lecturing to 15, 20, 30 kids. You can set up little learning stations. If you want to differentiate a little bit for various types of learners at different learning levels, you can say, okay, well, I've set up this tent with a PowerPoint in it for you. I've set up this for you. Maybe you want to, something I've thought of recently is maybe setting up a scavenger hunt, saying, all right, well, this is the standard. This is the product I want you to create. I want you to find these objects. All of it ties into your standard. And have them, explore the virtual world. Maybe make it a sort of a tutorial to Second Life, letting them explore different environments, getting used to how to move their characters around and things like that, and how to customize their characters. And really, there's so much more I could say about this, but I don't have the time. I'm just going to leave you with just the idea of incorporating this into your classroom if at all possible. And if not, then just try it out yourself. You can have fun with it. I don't come on here every day and spend hours on it like people do World of Warcraft. Really, I come on here for assignments only. But when I do come on here, I'm constantly impressed by the user-created content, by the potential that this software offers. And I do see myself using it in the future for teaching purposes. And I'm really looking forward to, once I get my instructional technology degree, become maybe a tech coordinator, or maybe helping teachers incorporate technology in their lesson plans, saying, hey, look at this. I really think the kids are going to like it. I think you'll like it. And that's the entire point of why I want the instructional technology degree. I want to show people this technology. I want to help them incorporate it. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something from it. I know it's pretty long, but we're talking about entire worlds, entire universes, with really an infinite amount of possibilities. So there's really a lot to cover. It's not a drop in the bucket what I've covered today, with what you can do with Second Life. So I hope you took something from this. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, and I hope you enjoyed your semester, and I look forward to watching everybody else's videos. And you guys take care, and I look forward to probably having some of you in my other classes for the rest of the degree program. Talk to you guys later.